Well, hello, goddesses, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so pleased and grateful to have you here today. We're going to be talking about what the energies are in your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies that are being asked for you to move through, to face, on your journey to union. And we're going to talk about that in terms of union with self. I know we don't always like to hear that. We're like, yeah, but where is he? When's he coming back? Where's the union? But this is the main thrust of the journey. So, let's focus in a little bit because, what I really want to do here is to be as productive as we can as far as looking within and seeing, what's next. For us to be healing, facing, looking at, clearing, just becoming aware of. Also, just wanted to remind y'all that this Sunday is my Kundalini Yoga workshop, 8 a.m. Pacific. We're going to be clearing out the heart chakra, really deep heart chakra work from this and past lives, clearing out wounds, bringing energy into that area. As I said that, look at that. Yeah, we're going to be working on that. We're going to get rid of that. So come on over to www.everydaygoddess1111, and it's on Zoom, and I do these about once a month or so, focusing on collective energies. We're also got the full moon in Leo coming this Thursday. And being a Leo myself, I'm very excited about that. And I want to say that one of the things that's coming up is about grit. And I love that word. My spiritual teacher, Yogi Bhajan, used to talk about grit. And grit is about the strength to go the distance, right? And so that's what we're going to look at today, right? Because a lot of us, are on this very long journey here sometimes, or I don't know, maybe it'll be all fulfilled and complete next week. But what are the things that we can move through and look at to help us have that grit and keep going even when we think we can't go any further? So first, let's look at the mental body. All right. So this is about you bringing your thoughts back into some kind of a balance. All right. Not going too negative in your thoughts and also not having the head up too far in the clouds. This, to me, the coming up with the pentacles, is about facing your daily reality as it is. And coming up with the Three of Cups, which for me in this moment is about celebration. So this is about training your mind to celebrate the moment-to-moment reality that you're in. And it reminds me, because I was listening to an Esther Hicks video this morning, and I'll share with you this bit of advice she had about manifesting. She said, everything that you do during the day, label out loud 10 things you love about it. So if you're going for even just an errand, say, oh, I love that my car is blue, and I love driving down this street. And I love getting dressed up for shopping. And I love this store. And I love the fact that it's sunny, right? So it's about shifting those moment-to-moment thoughts. Because as she was pointing out, anything you put your attention to is what becomes real. So, if we're constantly focusing on the lack of union, that's what you get, right? So how do you change that? It's such a challenge, right? But it's really, this is kind of saying, pay attention to your surroundings, moment to moment. This is also very power of now. Like, look around. If you're having a day where you're just really having a hard time and you're just super down, just look around you and even label just what's around you. That's my blue couch, and this is my, new silverware I got for myself, or just those things. Ground yourself in the reality and start verbally, like really out loud, just saying what is beautiful and right about where you are in the moment. Okay, so we can start kind of changing those neurons in the brain. Let's look at the emotional body. Oh, that's so beautiful. And again, balance and the Lovers. Okay, so I'm going to say the Lovers coming up in here, such a twinny card, right? This is an awareness in your emotional body that you are already in union with your twin, right? You're never really apart. You're always connected with each other, with all the blessings of the angels, of the sun, of the higher spiritual awareness. And this is the yellow sun. This is where your power lies. There may be a journey. That mountain might be still kind of far away, but the connection is there. And by being aware of that is how you will keep yourself, again, in this beautiful major arcana card, which is balance and the alchemy, you know, to know that you're always in that alchemical process of union, right? She's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. So balancing your emotional body and the mental body, right? We're just putting this right below the mind to say, you know, keep these two bodies connected to each other. This is very, I'm also going to say with this too, this is also like a right left brain thing, that your emotional side of your brain and the the mental side of your brain are in concert, that they're working together, that one of them doesn't pull the other one so far off center, right? And keeping that balance, you got 1 foot on the earth, right? Representing that grounded world, staying in your physical reality, and having 1 foot in an emotional awareness and letting those things move in and out together. That's what brings you into that divine journey, that where you get crowned with the glory of God, you know? I'm also going to say, I'm kind of drawn to the wings right now in the Temperance card, the angelic energy. So if you're having a really rough time right now, emotionally, meditate and call in the angelic energies for balance, and think of yourself like connecting into your higher self and embracing your own angelic essence, okay? But you look at these angelic presences above you, right? Look at all these wings. Isn't that beautiful? You're being watched over, Divine Feminine. You're being guided. And tap into it emotionally. And allow yourself to just simply ask your guides and the divine beings for help. If you're feeling emotionally turbulent, look up, right? Look up into the heavens and say, just, you know, I'm calling in my higher beings. I'm calling in my guides. Please help me with this. And turn your emotional body over to the divine energies. Sit with them and let them clear. You don't have to fight them or feel bad that they're there again, but just tap in and let that energy come in and break that energy, you know, apart a little bit, or, you know, to let it process. Okay, in your spirit body. Okay, oof, okay. All right. Oh, this is Divine Feminine. You are really having a rough time in your spirituality. This has been a rough time in the collective, okay? So the 10 of Swords just representing like feeling flattened on the back and left out in the cold in spirit. So this is interesting to me that, you know, it's just talking about tapping into the divine, okay? So spiritually, you're feeling really in the basement, you know, spiritually disconnected. So, you know, on this one, let's pull in some, we're going to pull in some oracle cards on this one, all right, to see how we can shift that energy. Let's see, we're going to look at a couple places. Let's look at the energy cards, the sun. Oh, and here, we were talking about the energy of the sun coming down. All right, on a really basic level, I know I've said this a little bit before, but get outside, all right? Just I know we're in lockdown, but get outside and let the sun beam down on you. I love this card. I've seen this before. There's all this beautiful dawning of nature and this little fairy. I don't know if you can kind of catch this, all right? So this is about connecting to the natural world and letting that metamorphosis come in. I'm just drawn to the flowers. And I'm going to say, go get yourself some fresh flowers. Keep fresh flowers in the house for a little while. Flowers have a very intense spiritual energy that gets transmitted, all right? They have the power to send energy into your being. And the sun, look how yellow this card is. All right, that's the third chakra. So work on third chakra meditations, even though we're working on the heart this Sunday, but if you do any yoga, Kundalini yoga for the third chakra, any kind of work in the third chakra, because what this is saying to me, and here these, see these pentacles here? I've got those, right? You're left out of the third of those pentacles in the third chakra, the earthly realm. So it's saying right now, Divine Feminine, that you're feeling very disempowered. I'm almost getting this image of like the cord, the strength cord that goes into that third chakra. I'm seeing it just looks like unplugged or disconnected. Like I'm looking at a plug in my room right now. It's like something got unplugged on you. There's something called stretch pose. If you YouTube it, in Kundalini yoga, you could do a couple rounds of stretch pose. It's very, very challenging, but like 2 minutes of stretch pose and then you rest for a minute or two and then do it again a couple times. Or if you do martial arts, any kind of thing that works on the hara, right? The center, because you've just been like, it's like almost somebody siphoned off your gas tank in a certain way. All right. So focus on getting your power back. And the other thing about this card with the natural stuff, it's about the spring. All these flowers are really tiny. Everything's budding. Everything's just opening up, getting that nourishment from the sun. So whatever is nourishing you, reach for it, fight for it. Go outside, let the sun hit your body, nourishing foods. We're moving into the spring. So this is also a message from Spirit, Divine Feminine, that it's going to pass. All right. It's not going to be, you're not going to be here in this state, forever. But I would say you're going to have to work for it. Okay. You're going to have to, if you're on your back, right? You're down on your back. Don't stay on the couch. All right. Don't get complacent. Reach for whatever you can reach for to re-empower yourself and get your strength back. Might be supplements, that kind of thing. So, use your intuition about whatever it is. There's chakral issues in there, physical issues. I'm going to pull Moonology because I love it so much. It's really just my favorite deck, because we're really looking for guidance, and then we're gonna go over here to the Cosmic card, because I think we really need some deep messages. Oh, it's time to take action. Just said that. Hello, I'm on fire, girls. All right, yeah, you've got to take some action to get your spiritual body back online. I'm just getting an image of like, when they take in the hospital, where they take the heart, the paddles, boof. All right, you need a boof in your spiritual body. All right. So this is Aries, New Moon in Aries. Aries is about, taking action. Very new moon, the beginning of a new cycle. Okay. So something knocked you down, restart. Okay. Hit the restart button. Work as hard as you can to find what that means for you. Okay. We're going to go a little deeper into a cosmic reading card, and this one I'll be having to read from the book, okay, because these are like all over the place, and it's not like the tarot where there's a set meaning, but we're going to go, into the book because they're so spot on. And with this energy being so heavy right now, I think we need a little injection, okay? Integrity. Okay, that's interesting. Integrity. To walk with integrity and truth is to walk empowered in spirit. Okay, empowered. All right, in the spirit. Okay, so it came right in here. The qualities of this card, I just want to look at it for a second. Look how beautiful it is. Okay, there's the spiral. Sorry, this is moving around too much. This spiral in the center of his heart. Okay, we're going to work on the heart chakra Sunday. The spiral, before I go in here, the spiral is one of the absolute most fundamental signs of the soul's journey through many lifetimes, right? Growth goes like this. Okay, it goes around and around and around. We go through a lesson and then we go through it again, and then it's not the same. We don't stay in the same place. It moves through and it moves through, right? Peeling off layers, exploring layers, expanding, moving outward from the center, okay? And it's right there in the heart. And this, we have this eagle, which is the there's an eagle up here, okay, which is the bigger view, getting the bigger view. And this blue is in truth, right? The blue of this figure, okay, is fifth chakra, which is communication and figuring out your truth, okay? So I'm going to pull forward because I feel like I'm banging into this camera. Okay, the qualities of this card represent breaking through habits and thought patterns that don't serve your authentic self. Okay, we opened up the reading about changing your thought patterns. Wow, I'm impressing myself. Okay, habits and thoughts that leave you feeling guilty and less than who you are. These patterns and emotions serve only to disempower your true potential. Okay, so this stress here in the spiritual body is getting sourced by this up here in the mental body. Okay, this disempowerment is caused by the ego. The ego judges that part of you that lives in the world of habitual patterns and mind games, creating areas of shade. The more it criticizes and judges that shade within you, the more your divine light diminishes. Okay. After a period of constant attacks and judgments, you are left feeling deflated and disempowered. All right. Mistakes do happen, and there are times we all say and do things that we wish we hadn't. All right, so that might be about your, things you might have said or done with your twin. But instead of criticizing and judging that shade within you, send that part of you love, light, and compassion. So I'm going to say, if you do go out and sit in the sun, imagine that happening. Imagine that sun is bringing down love, light, and compassion into that shadow self. Be gentle with that shaded area, dear one, and understand that there is a reason why it is dark. With love, shine light to this part in you and truly see what fears lurk at its core. View your fears with compassion and understanding. Love in fullness all that's been hurt and wounded. Now acknowledge the light that is you, the pure divine essence that flows through your every cell. Remember your true divine self. Continue your journey with strength, integrity, and truth. And I'll add grit. The more you choose to walk in truth and integrity, the brighter your light shines and the more empowered your spirit becomes. Here's an affirmation. I am a warrior of love. With integrity, I walk this path of courage and truth. Associated chakras, solar plexus, heart, which is the yoga workshop, and the throat. Okay, so that's a nice, and I love that it talked about, I walk this path with courage and truth, because again, the full moon this Thursday is in Leo, and Leo is all about courage. Okay, remember the Cowardly Lion? Courage. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for today. I am inspired myself because this, this has just been something I've been struggling with for a long time. So I'm there with you, goddesses. We are all in this together, supporting each other. And thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you next time.